California, USA, and this is an impromptu one. This wasn't planned. It wasn't planned live. I felt like speaking. I said, okay, let's go. Who is awake? Those of you who are always here, you're going to watch this as a replay because you're not here. You won't be here. You're sleeping. Welcome, welcome. I felt like talking about limiting beliefs. This is a common topic here today. Welcome, welcome. Some of you in the chat, I'm coming. I see you, Aisha. I see you, Judith. I see you, Mariam, Judith. And I saw Rashid, I think. Is it Rashid? Rashid, you should be sleeping. You have exams coming up. Okay. Limiting beliefs. You know, it's a passion of mine recently because they are stopping us from getting our dreams. And those of you who watched me starting 2 days ago, I'm like a different person. I'm on fire. Because I'm saying, the year is ending. Today is the 31st of October. We have only 2 months left to the end of 2023. And we're not fulfilling our dreams. All those things we talked about at the beginning of the year, we have not done them. So I'm saying, let's use these 2 months. Let's work like we never worked before and change our life. Those dreams that you have now. There is something called limiting beliefs. Guess what? The limiting beliefs are blocking your success. Once I discovered that, I said I have to talk about this. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter, maybe if you are still under 6 years, maybe, but you are not here under 6 years, you're older. It doesn't matter if you are beautiful, if you are rich, if you are short or tall. Everyone has something kind of limiting belief because that's something they are insecure about. I have 7. I picked out only 7. Sometimes I discuss more. 7. Oh, 7. 7. I'm going to mention only 7. And when I say this, I read one. I wish you could really be honest and put in the comments. You say, yeah, that's me. So let's talk about the examples of limiting. What is a limiting belief, by the way? I'm not defining it technically, but you can go in the dictionary and find out what it is. They're going to say that it's something that limits, that's something you believe, but it may not be true. Something you believe about you, but it may not be true. That's the weird thing about it, that you are believing something, and you've believed it for a long time, but it may not be true. And because of that, it's blocking your progress, your success. So, a limiting belief, now I'm going to give you 7, like I said, but when you find me discussing limiting beliefs about money, the other day I think like over 70, but these are the general ones, okay? Number 1, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to do that. I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough for that woman. Now, that will be a rich person. Can you imagine someone with a lot of money? A lot of money, because everyone wants money, right? Someone has a lot of money, but maybe they are short. Maybe this one is a man who's a lot of money, but he's short. So he's insecure about his height. So he says, I'm not tall enough. You see that? Not good enough for that woman. You see? Now, you find a beautiful woman saying, I'm not good enough for that rich man because maybe I don't have enough education. You see what I mean? Every person has their thing. I'm not good enough. It's general, but I just gave you an example where someone says, I'm not good enough for that person because I'm like this. You see? You feel inferior about something. But some of these things are not true. So that's number 1. Number 2, I'm too old or I'm too young. Like when I first went to TikTok, people are saying, what are you doing over here? You know, I'm 56 years. What is she doing over here? See, if I had this limit, I don't have it. But if I had the limiting belief of I'm too old, I wouldn't have gone to TikTok. I'll say, I'm too old for TikTok. TikTok is for young people. You see what I mean? That was number 2. Number 3, or I'm too young or I'm too old. It depends. Number 3 is I don't have enough time. No, that one. Almost everyone has it, except the people who have figured out how to deal with time. Every person feels it because there is too much to do. And with this social media, oh my goodness, you just have to limit yourself. Otherwise, if you start going and scrolling, you never see this finish, right? So you have to, because we all have 24 hours, so you can't say it's unfair. God gave us only 24 hours, so it's how you manage the time. So I always say, like those I invite to come learn. So if you are with me that you want to change something by the end of the year, I say even 1 hour a day, as long as you say that's the hour that I call my me time, and you work on something, believe me, by the end of the year, you have changed something in your life. So you start today. When you watch me today, go start, look at the day. 24 hours, you have 24 hours. So start from 7. I say, do it in chunks of 7, or like two blocks. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., right? Let's look at what you do at 7 a.m. and at 8 and at 9 and at 10, like that. Then let's go to the night. Okay, from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., like that block of those hours. What do you do? Of course, there's sleeping, but what else do you do? You're going to find you have a lot of time. Try to track it. I said, get a long piece of paper and put 24 hours there and note what you did for every hour. That's when you're going to notice. Because you see, if someone works a job and they work only 8 hours, right? So what happened to the 16? What happened to the 16 hours? If you start tracking your time, you'll see that actually have time, okay? Then, in the time itself, you can be productive. When you find me discussing time management, I'll show you how you can do 2 things at one time. Like me, if I'm cooking and I'm watching the news. I'm cooking and I'm watching a video. Maybe cooking and listening to an audio. So you can do 2 things at the same time. That's another day. We're going to discuss time management. But I'm saying you can expand your time. You can be more productive with the time you have, okay? So that one, we just debunked it. I don't have enough time. We all have it at the same time. So what happened to yours? You had your 24, I have my 24. If I told you what I've done today, you would not even believe it. I think so far it's right. What time is this? It's 3:44 p.m. my time. But in this day of October 31st, I've done at least 2. I've done 3 Instagram live. I've done 1 TikTok live. I'm doing this live. I've recorded at least 4 videos, 4 real videos, YouTube videos. I'm telling you that you can do a lot. Once you get in that mode, for us who record videos, you record them. You go. Then tomorrow you may find that I'm not doing a single live or whatever. So there are times when you're more productive. So maximize those. I was listening to a lady. The lady, her story is very interesting. They are actually I'm not naming names right now because I'm not in the mood of quoting them exactly what they say, but I'll say something. They talk about productivity. They talk about $100 million businesses, and they talk about how they were broke with nothing. But she was talking about recording videos. She had a team, people who, it's not like me, I'm alone setting things up. She was talking about how she had to sit and record 60. Did you hear that? 60 videos in one sitting. Can you imagine that? When you see people, rich people, they do things that you cannot even think of doing. Now, when someone comes here to start a YouTube channel, we used to say, you have to bring a video, at least 1 video a week. They feel like that's a lot. People are sitting and recording how many videos? That's productivity, okay? Of course, some are short, some are long, but she says when I sit, I can record 60 videos. I know that when I sit, if I'm recording maybe 1 long video for YouTube, and then I have to record like a short and Instagram and TikTok, I can record 20. I could do 20 in 1 hour. Yes, it's possible. Because the shorts are like easy, right? The shorts and the TikTok videos, you can do them too. Okay? Let's go to another point. Where did I stop? I said I'm not good enough. I'm too old. I'm too young. I don't have enough time. That's where we are. Okay. We finished number 3. Number 4. I don't have enough experience. For the first time, I'm going to step out and stop this and that. I'm so sorry. That's the second time I've done it. I have to stop it. I'm so sorry. I had to stop it because it takes like another minute. I had to move away. Okay, I'll stop there. Then I keep it here to track the time for prayers, but now it comes live on my live. Okay. I was talking about, I apologize for that because you're going to find it there. I'm not removing it. It won't be edited out. It will be there. So those who hear it, sorry. It said Allahu Akbar, meaning God is great. Maybe God wanted to get my video. Okay. I'll talk about I don't have enough experience. Believe me, no one was born with experience, right? Everyone had to learn. Everyone had to put in the time. The good thing about now is that some things are free. Right now, you can sit on a YouTube video and learn something for free, okay? You don't have to go to school to learn some of these things, right? So, I don't have an experience is not a good enough reason. You need to put in the time and learn whatever you're trying to learn. Just find one person you learn from, maybe one or two. Don't make it too much. Just, if it's a one YouTube channel, you found an expert, stick right there. And don't just do when you find like a YouTube channel and you say, I want to learn from this person, I want to learn to be like that person, make sure when they ask you to submit your email, you put your email. Because they share all those things, they come to your inbox and read the emails, okay? You get, maybe if they have a book, go buy their book, read it. That's how you get to learn all the tricks, almost for free, because books are never very expensive. And yeah, that's what I would say. Find someone to learn from and make sure you stick right there. Don't switch too much. Maybe you have one or two or three, but not too much, because then you're going to get scattered. So you're going to learn from this one how to start a YouTube channel. Stick right there, okay? Then another one. That was, I don't have enough experience. Slowly, you're going to see that, oh, for example, I started here 4 years ago. I didn't even know how to scan on, like, you know, these cameras, you have to do it like this, you have to do it like that. I didn't have a clue. But I've been learning. I started TikTok, I knew nothing. I've been learning. You learn from others who are doing it. You go Google or YouTube here. People are going to show you things, okay? Number 5. What's that number 5? I'll never be successful. Wow, that's a big one. I'll never be successful. How do you put a limit on yourself like that? So that means you gave up. You gave up already. As long as you are still alive, you cannot give up, okay? You keep going to your dream. Maybe your dream is not clear. That's what I'm about to talk about. How do you solve these problems? I'm coming to talk about how do you work on these limiting beliefs, okay? I don't have enough money. That one. I don't have enough money. No one has enough money. You know what happens with money? The more you make, the more issues come up, the more problem to solve. So you never have enough money. You decide that you have enough. It's never enough. You could be comfortable, but it's never enough. Even the rich people, once they have, for example, if you are investing in properties, you buy houses, guess what? Soon you want to buy apartments. You want to buy like blocks of buildings. Now you don't have enough money. Like as you move forward, there's never enough money. So you have to learn to be happy with the way, okay, you get better, but you can never say, I have enough money. In fact, you can never say, I have enough money. Do you know why? Because things happen. You could someone gets sick and it's very, very expensive, or you lose the money, or you have a wrong deal, or they steal it, or something happens and takes all the money. Or if you're a business, a lawsuit, like someone suing you, they take all the money. All those lawyers, they take all your money. So all you have to keep making more money, and it's never enough. But I mean, no one says I have enough. But for you could be saying, I don't have what? Enough money to start something, right? It's understandable, but then you can use the tricks in this book where he says, other people's money. You use other people's money. That's why I was talking yesterday, I was live on TikTok, and saying, the best asset you could have is friends, relationships. Because if something you found maybe a deal to do, you can talk to your friend, they give you some money. Be honest, return the money, right? Have people to come together with and create a company. That's how big companies are created. They're not created by one person. They sell shares, you call your friends, you invest together, then you learn to be a good person too. Learn, maybe you're already a good person. Be a good friend, be a good leader, be a good, generally good person. That way people will trust you with their money, right? Okay, you get from other people's money, solve that one. What about, the last one is, I picked only 7 today, but there are so many. I'll never be one of the best. Can you imagine if you play maybe basketball or football, whatever sport you do, and you keep believing I'll never be one of the best, so you gave up already. But even in school, like, here they don't, in America, they don't do positions. They don't say that was the first one, second, third. They don't do that. They just look at your grades. You got A, B, C, whatever. They know their way of doing things, but they don't put children in positions like that one, number 1, number 2, number 3. But if you're like from Uganda, where they give children positions, and they say, okay, there is always that child, that kid who is always number 1, it's automated, that one will be number 1. So you give up. You say, me, I'll never be one of the best. But guess what? Actually, it's possible to be one of the best. All you have to do is focus. You say, like, if you have mathematics, your hardest subject, you say, you know what? I'm going to figure out this mathematics. Why is it so hard for me? Other people have a brain like me, so you focus. You're going to surprise yourself, I'm telling you. That's how I got my A in economics when I was going to Makerere University. You focus on a subject and you understand all of it, you'll be shocked. It comes and you know everything, okay? So once you know everything, you may end up being on the top, I'm telling you. I have someone I know who used to be very, very good in school, always the best. But guess what? When he did his S6, he wasn't the best. It was only one number that messed up his grades. So maybe you are over there like very hardworking, and this time you get everything, and the smart one doesn't. So you can't say, I'll never be one of the best. You just keep improving, you keep improving. So what's the solution to these limiting beliefs? And why am I so passionate about this? Do you know? Because I figured how we remove these limiting beliefs. Do you know where they come from? I should have mentioned this earlier. Limiting beliefs come from mostly childhood, when you are growing up. When some people say to you, you are not good enough, or you are not smart, or you believe it yourself. You do a test, before you start like competing, you don't know your position yet, right? So you go to a class and you start, and then you get the first report card and it says you are number 5. Now you say, oh, me, I'll never be the best. But that's just a test. That's the first time. You can use that as motivation to get better, right? When you are running, I remember I used to run. I was always number 4. Number 4. Maybe I was like this. I believe I've never been number 1. Maybe if I had tried harder, I was always number 4. When you do these 100 meters, I was always number 4, number 3, number 4. So never number 1. Maybe I had this limiting, but if I had practiced more, maybe I could have been on the top. Yeah. So you don't know where you rank until you try it, right? So this time, instead of saying I'll never be the best, just say, what do I need to do to be better? That's what when he said this one in this book, he said, instead of saying I cannot afford it, whatever I want to buy, say, how can I afford it? Open up your brain, okay? Ideas will come. Talk to some people. How can I afford this one? You figure out a way to make money. Okay, what are the solutions? The limiting beliefs tend to come from childhood, like I said. Maybe your mom said you're not good enough. You brought a bad report card. They say you are so stupid, and now you believe it. You believe it forever. Yet it's not even true. Maybe you had a bad luck like that young man who failed one number and gave him a bad report card. You just go back and say, you know what? I have to figure this out. I have to figure this out. And you focus. You focus. And, okay? So what are you saying? How are you to, let me see. What do you have to say before I go to the solution? The solution, some of you are going to watch this later, especially our normal people in there. You are not there today, but you watch it later. What do we do to solve this problem? And although I said that it comes from childhood, because the experts say that it's from 0 to about 6 years, 7. That's where these limiting beliefs come from. You're not good enough, you're not smart enough, where you lose the confidence. But actually for some people, it's actually different. You think about this. A very beautiful woman gets married to a man who, during the time of their marriage, she gives birth to some children, and maybe she starts not looking as good, as great anymore. She's getting older. And what if this man, who used to say you are beautiful, whatever, starts saying to her, you are ugly, you are not looking good, you are stupid, you are too big, you are too fat? Do you know what happens to that person? the one who used to think she was very beautiful and all that, she loses the confidence. So for her, it's not coming from childhood. It's coming from this relationship she has. Now the man is saying, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're not good enough, don't look good enough. So she loses her confidence, her self-esteem. So she doesn't even believe she's beautiful enough. Yet she's beautiful, she's still beautiful. But this, because of what the man is saying to her, I brought that example to show that this thing can happen later in life. You had your confidence, now you lost it. It could be the other way around. The women do to men, especially these days. The woman could destroy a man by saying you are good for nothing, especially if the man doesn't have money. All the confidence they had is lost because of this relationship. So how do you get rid of this stuff? Whether it came from childhood or you got it later. I'm introducing to you the Genie Script, and the Genie Script is like magic. It works magic only if you take action though. It's going to show you what you need to do. Number one, to identify. Identify what your problem is. Number two, what do you need to do? It's not just the Genie Script. There are other people who talk about these things. That how do you, like I am affirmations is one of the for example, if you feel you're not confident, right? You are shy, you are like this, like in situations, you don't feel like confident enough. Maybe they wanted to make you the boss, but you feel like, wow, me, I can't do that. So they say, learn to say, they're called affirmations, I am confident, or I am smart, or I am beautiful. Because they say, anything that you say after I am, two words, I am, follows you. So, slowly, as you keep saying, I'm confident, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, you start building your self-esteem back. Some people say, do it in a mirror so you can see yourself. Others say, Wesley is going to ask you to also add in some physical, like running, exercising. You start feeling good, eating well, right? And soon, someone sees you a year later, they say, what happened to them? You are different. So that's one of the tricks, but there is a lot. He gives you like he calls this the 20-word Genie Script. There are 20 words that have to repeat. Mostly if it's to do with money. You see, I don't have enough money. That's where the emphasis more is. But you can work also on your health. You can work also on relationships. Maybe they're believing you never have a woman. I know so many women actually who say, me, I don't have a husband. I don't think I'll ever get a husband. So if you feel like that, this is going to help you. Because they're going to teach you that you can actually attract what you want. It's called manifestation. You manifest what you want. So whatever you are lacking over there, those areas we talked about, you start working on it and you change it. There is a lot going on actually. There is a lot you can do with this. Just know that you're going to be clear on what you want to do, what you want to happen in your life, and you're going to make it happen by the exercises you do every day. And yeah, I linked a video when I talked about the Genie Script. It's in the description right there in the description of this video. But when it becomes, this is the live. When it becomes a video, I'll put it again in the pinned comment. Just me explain the Genie Script so you understand what it is. Because he called it junk. It's like junk. You see, like if you have, it's like dirty stuff. It's to do with our mind, right? The way our mind is. We have to clear it. You think about a house you just moved in, or maybe you think about changing the furniture in your house. I give that example in the video. And you have this old furniture. You've been buying used stuff and putting in your living room, your dining and all that. But at some point you say, you know what? I need new furniture. That's what we are. These 2 months, we need new furniture. What I mean is we need to clear the brain. You know what you need to do? You have to get rid of the furniture, the old one. Get the old one out, clean up really well, and bring the new furniture. So to bring the new furniture, that means just an example, like to show that our brain is dirty. It's too much in our brain. We have to clean it up and bring new things. So the way you bring the new things is by repetition. It's going to ask you to do this every single day. Repeat this every single day. And then soon, you're going to feel like very, very different. Soon, all your goals are very clear. Soon what you like to do is very, very clear. And then you start attracting. You attract people like me in your life. I'm talking about this. Maybe you land on this channel and you say, that's the law of attraction working. That it's time to change your life. So the Genie Script has other thing also. So as you work on yourself, listening to it and changing and feeling good, you can also promote it and make money. You can promote it. All you have to do is repeat the things that you just tell stories. You know what social media is all about? It's supposed to be people sharing whatever they care about. So you're going to learn to change your life, and then you're going to tell stories about it. Isn't that cool? So that's why I like to talk about products that are really great. This is one of them. You say, no, I used to be very shy. I didn't know, I couldn't even record a video. I couldn't even, but look at me now. I was able to do that because the Genie Script taught me how to be confident. And people say, oh, I want to learn also. It costs only $37. They go buy and you get paid 70% commission. Okay? Now let me check on my friends in the chat. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Judy. So what do you have to say? I'm about to close off this one. No. Our network is fine, Aisha. She was asking in the chat if our network is bad. Our network is fine. We are here, Aisha. We are here. Sorry, it's your network, I think. Sorry about that. I just saw that. So please share it. When you watch this, share it. But more importantly, I'm inviting you, please. I wish I could announce to the whole world to say, please, let's work on these things, because we think that, oh, me, I'm like that, this will never change. Actually, it can change. My problem was not thinking big. Now you see, I just told you how many videos I just recorded. I'm like everywhere, I'm expanding, I'm doing things, because I started using the Genie Script and saying, yes, I think there's limiting beliefs of being small. No, I could do bigger things. So I'm changing my life. I want you to change your life too, okay? Let's recap. I said today, I only talked about 7 limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs, they are things that you believe, these things that you believe about yourself. They may be true, but maybe they're not true. Or they could be really true, but they're really true. So what do? Let's say you are short, okay? You're a short person, and you want to attract that beautiful lady, and she's taller than you. Haven't you seen that most short men have taller women? Have you seen that? So then maybe your problem, you're saying, I'm too short. Maybe you're lacking just confidence, right? Maybe all you need to do is build your confidence and be able to get to what you want. The whole thing is getting to what you want. So 7, I said 7, yeah. I'm not good enough. I'm too old, or I'm too young. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough experience. I'll never be successful. I'll never be one of the best. Okay? Yeah. Which one of those is yours? Can you put in the chat? Which one of those? I know some of you is really late. I have to let you go so you can sleep. Which one of these is yours? Do you want to have to repeat it? I don't know. Do you have any of these limiting beliefs? Do you believe any of this is true about you? I should have asked it like that. Do you believe any of this is true about you? I'm not good enough. I'm too old, or I'm too young. I don't have enough time to get to what you want. I don't have enough experience. I'll never be successful. I don't have enough money. I'll never be one of the best. If any of that is true for you, okay, feel it's true for you, but you feel like if there was a solution, you could use it, then get the Genie Script, and also connect with me. I'll show you how to make money with it. Okay? Thank you all so much. Thank you for joining this impromptu. Aisha and Mariam and Judith. Mariam and Judith, that's the same person. And we miss all of you from Malaysia. We miss all of you from Uganda. We have a team here that comes in here. And Master, what happened to you? We miss you from New York, but we did it. You're going to watch it later. Thank you all so much. You didn't give me any answer, did you? Please put in the comment when you watch this, which one of these do you have? There is a solution. It costs only $37. It's international. That's the other thing. It's international. You don't have to say, oh, it's not available in my country. It's international. It's just an audio. You buy the Genie Script. It's going to be in your phone. And you just put it in your phone and listen and listen and listen and listen. Oh, you're going to see a new energy, to feel a new energy, because it's going to teach you how to connect your thoughts to how you're feeling, and you start attracting these things. You'll be surprised. I'm serious. So go get it. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time. Like I always end my message, I say, take very good care of yourself, take very good care of your families, take very good care of your health. Take a step to better you now. Go below in the description, watch the Genie Script. You see me explaining everything really good. And also, when this becomes a video, I'll put it in the pinned comment. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Aisha, Judy, Mariam, good night to you. Sorry, I kept you late, okay? Bye-bye.